Good morning, everyone. It's Neil. I just wanted to go over and draw your attention to the essay that's going to be happening. That's due, first draft will be due next Thursday. And so I wanted to go over that with you because there are a couple exceptions I want to make, and I kind of want to emphasize to you what I think about rough drafts and how those can work. So I'll start with that. First, I just want to, my entire idea of a rough draft is it can be rough. So the main things that I'm going to be looking for is not that you have like a perfect, flawless essay, but just that you met the page count and that from there you have all extra stuff on the side. So for this one, you will be using an MLA format. I'm going to do another video kind of showing you resources to help go over that as well. But as long as you're having your works cited page, your full page count, and that you are engaging every aspect of this, even if it isn't clean yet, you should be looking good and you'll be getting a 3 out of 3. So, Module 1 essay is a summary and response paper. In this essay, you will apply concepts you learned in Model 1, including close reading, summary writing, using in-text citations, creating a works cited page, writing a thesis, and developing a response with textual support. Your role, kind of the position you will be performing, is that you read a long-form nonfiction piece of writing that you want people to know about. You decide to write a summary and response essay for an audience who hasn't read the piece before. Your goal is to encourage other people to read the piece. Later, there are going to be a couple options for ways that you can do that, but this is effectively your goal. You have to convince someone to read what you read. And this audience is people who have not read the piece before, but who are engaged readers, who want to know more about the topic, how it has been approached by professional writers, and how other readers have responded to it. They want to know if they should read this piece. The format is summary and response. The essay should be formatted according to MLA conventions, use in-text citations, and include works cited page. Your essay will probably be between 3 and 5 pages long, not including the works cited. So what this means is a summary and response is going to be you defending a claim, like you saying you should read this because this is what this essay does well. So you will be pulling from, it's not just I liked it, it will be much more along the lines of this is why it is a good essay, this is why it is thoughtful, this is where it's succeeding, and you will be doing an analysis of the writing as you go. So the topic, a summary of a piece of writing you read in Module 1 and your response to that piece of writing. The essay should include an introduction paragraph that provides context for the piece you are writing about and includes a thesis, one paragraph summary of the piece you are writing about, an organized response to the piece that ultimately convinces your audience to read the essay, and a conclusion that helps the audience make a decision to read the piece for themselves. The only thing that I would like to amend on this is that the thesis for me does not have to be in the introduction paragraph. I want your thesis to be clear, but it does not have to necessarily come at the introduction, even though that is what many of you are used to. I'm going to be putting up a video dealing with different types of ways of structuring papers, and you're welcome to experiment as much as you wish. I always try to encourage people to try new things in terms of writing. So your response can be one of 3 types: a response to what the text says, a response to how the text is written, and a response to how you reacted to the text when you read it. I'm open to aspects of all of these being at play in your paper. Though it does make sense to kind of focus your argument and kind of keep it more directed towards that, towards one method. Though all of them could come into play. And finally, you'll be writing a reflection. This is not included in the 3 to 5 pages. This will be coming after, like your works cited, it will be coming after and just kind of assumed. I won't be looking for a specific word count about it, but I do expect you to answer all of these questions and to answer them pretty thoroughly. And that is, what is your thesis? How's your thesis narrow or broad enough to suit the needs of your audience? How does the beginning, introduction paragraphs plus summary focus attention on your thesis or the main point? Does each paragraph support or develop your main point? Do any paragraphs or sentences stray from your focus? How does the ending conclusion leave the audience thinking about your main point? Is there another way of concluding your essay that would sharpen the focus? And how would you tell the story of your writing process? What would you do differently next time? Again, if this is all available on the bblearn, it includes a rubric that I will be going through in order to determine your grading. And if you have any questions about this essay or the due dates or the schedule, please feel free to reach out to me. I'm happy to answer any questions that you have.